And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, live from Youngstown, Ohio. It is the YSN Power Hour, proudly powered by Toyota of Warren, DJ Yoakley, and the head ball coach, one of my favorites forever, the true Republican, the true man of the people, the American soldier, the general. He is Andy Hake. Also, what I didn't throw in there is essentially the head ball coach of Valley Christian High School. We are very, very excited to be here today for the christening of the brand new facilities here at Valley Christian, the weight room. And, man, they are doing some work behind us, brother.
Well, first of all, it's an honor to see you, buddy.
Always
it's an honor
good to be with you.
We just upgraded the weight room here at Valley Christian and really made it a special place for the kids. You can see them working behind us. We got new racks. We stripped this place out. I'm going to talk to some coaches that helped do it. And our athletic director, Dolph Carroll, Mike Pecchia, our president's here. And you're here, man.
I am.
The voice of sports in the Valley.
Would not miss it.
Huh?
Would not miss
it. The comeback kid from East Palestine.
Incredible, right?
Huh? The incredible story. A story of America, man.
America.
And it's just an honor to be here. Coming off a great season with the kids, getting back in the weight room. Spring's around the corner. We're here. We're here.
It's in bloom.
It's in bloom, and the War Eagles getting ready. You can see the guys going to work. We got a special group of young guys here. We lose a lot of seniors, but we have a lot of kids back on this team that had significant playing time, and we're gunned up to have a great year. We really are, and I don't know about wins and losses. I'm not worrying about that.
Right.
You
are. I just heard that pep talk.
You know what? Wins is the byproduct of doing the right thing. You know what I mean? And it is. Winning is the byproduct of doing the right thing. And sometimes you do the right thing and you don't win. Yeah. But you know what? You got to put yourself in position to win. Yeah. And how do you do that? Do the right thing. And we're human beings. We screw up. And when you do, get back on the right path. And these kids are testament. They're tough kids from a tough town. And I'd rather be no other place coaching. And, I just want to thank you for coming down here, man.
Always.
And you treat our kids in our program. This guy treats our kids in our program so good. And, you prop up everybody in the area, despite their record, despite their success. I just think that you have filled the void, and your business has filled the void of the Vindicator and the papers, the Tribune. Some of those things went away with social media, and there was a void. And it was like, well, who's going to – they still exist and they do a great job, but who does a lot of the talking anymore and propping up the kids in the area and the teams and you guys and there's some other groups that do it. But anything you need from me.
Let's talk about this first off, because when you came here 3 years ago, people looked at this as kind of a redemption story for you, and I think you still have that. But a lot of these kids have the same kind of story that they're looking to redeem qualities in their life and resurrect, and that's kind of what Valley Christian's all about, is taking opportunity and presenting it, putting it on a higher level and doing it for the glory of God. This didn't happen overnight. Right. You guys have done this together. Talk to me about that story 3 years in.
Well, and you know what? I'm very blessed to be here. Mm-hmm. You know what? I've had some things happen to me, self-induced, through anxiety and stress on myself, and put too much pressure on myself, or I made mistakes. And this school gave me an opportunity to come and use my talents and my abilities to help kids and create good teams. And we did just that. And it wasn't me. It's a cast of coaches. It's a cast of
a great coaching staff.
A great coaching staff. And they're good people. And that's where you start with. You win with people. Woody Hayes always said, you win with people. And I have great people that I work with and have an opportunity to be around. And the kids bought into the program. And it took time. It took, and a lot of good people along the way helped, yourself, the administration here, the great administration.
Incredible.
Some of the greatest guys I've ever met in my life. Mike Pecchia, Dolph Carroll. Aaron Agresta and Brandon Pierce really did a great job with this weight room. Brett Powell, the Clegg brothers, Marakovich, Pixley, Holmesy. I've had guys that are tremendous people that work with these kids through the years. Last year having talent only gives you a chance to win. Yeah. You got to make it happen. You know what I mean? And I kept telling that to the kids, and we need to grow as a program. We need to grow. We need to get better. Commitment. Um, Friday you could fool people for that 2.5 hour window when you're performing. It's doing the other things that we need to get better at, little things. But this goes a long way. A lot of kids in the weight room, and there's a lot of talent on this team. That I can tell you. There's a lot of talent.
You guys go 10-0 last year, right? And there's a lot of people that can look at that and say, mission accomplished.
Right.
I just watched you and the whole administration here say that's not enough. That is not the peak of where we can be.
It's not the benchmark. The benchmark, I think, is doing the best you can do every day and getting better and let the chips fall where they may. But don't worry about winning. Winning takes care of itself when you're doing the right thing and working hard, and things got to go your way too. To have an undefeated season, to have a 9-1 season, you got to have some things go your way. But yeah, I'm gunned up, man. I'm gunned up to be here, to be with you, to have the opportunity to show off these kids. And again, I couldn't be prouder than a group of kids. And they've been, a lot of them go through a lot. Let's not act like our cities have not been abandoned.
Yeah.
Our city's been abandoned, and it's a national. It's not a political conversation. It's a social conversation. And a lot of our cities have been abandoned. And Youngstown, in a lot of cases, it's like the comeback story in East Palestine is a comeback story here every day in Youngstown. It's fighting against all odds, right? It's fighting against the odds of society, and tough times don't last. Tough people do. And if you're going to have this kind of comeback or a good life, and you have to overcome hurdles and obstacles, you need people that are going to back you. I know I have.
Yep.
I've been backed. I was with you yesterday at the Lincoln dinner, and it was a great time. But what if, when you make a mistake in this world, what if everybody abandoned you?
No.
You can't do that. You have to look at people's hearts and say, try to help the better angels of their nature. And but enough of that. I want to bring.
We got our first cold-blooded up here, though.
Cold-blooded, baby.
Cold-blooded from 440 Sports Show.
My man. Hey, no, it's they're in a cold-blooded place. Hey, the first guy I want to bring kind of over here.
Okay, we only have 2 headsets today.
I know. I'm going to give this headset up. There's a few guys that you need to talk to.
All right.
And one of the instrumental guys, I got Dolph Carroll. He's the AD.
Yep.
But I got one guy first, Aaron Agresta.
Bring him
He's
over.
my defensive coordinator, and he teaches at the school.
And girls basketball coach.
He is the girls basketball coach, and he's a tremendous guy. And he had a lot to do with this weight room, transforming it and the time and the energy. But Aaron,
we're going to get Coach Agresta on
we'll
here.
get Coach Agresta, do a little talk.